fortresses made of stone. We're just palaces made out of flesh and bone, waiting for our time to shine, to come on. Lord, please bless my castle of sand, waiting on the battle sword, handle all in my hand. The war forces more toward my door with demands, more important than the fortune that you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands? I should've put it towards some plans, want a forest, gotta water some plants. Normally ignoring the branch is par for the course, but when you hold a culture you can't parkour over a part, you gotta march forth over your art. And for your fans, when you corner, gotta shorten your stance, lessen your tails, Philly shell, don't orbit a dance. You hit a bell, then report to the band, and do whatever that the chorus commands. And for the grand, talented all along, think we're fortresses made of stone, but we're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, to come on. Lord, please bless my mansion of cards. If ever challenged, let us camp.
Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world... The Blonde Bomber.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of...
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night, because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. Here we go for round 1. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That's another scoring shot. These punches coming from every angle. What a fitting stage for this grudge match. This theater has seen a lot of drama over the years, but perhaps none more compelling than this.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people out here in this place, they will spot it.
Halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Catch and shoot. Good counter shot by her. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Done with that counter shot. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Mrdjenovich in that match.
Focus, we've got a minute.
We've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. Whoa, wait a minute! Ebony Bridges on her back foot. Has somehow weathered the storm.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Beautiful counter punch. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Did well to block that right hook. Lucky that hook didn't score. She wasn't ready for that counter. The straight right just misses. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And Ebony Bridges is rocked. Let's talk about Mrnjavec. There's the bell for round 3. She got hit by a punch. Nice counter shot by her. She got clipped by that counter. Those counter punches have to hurt. The straight right just misses. Can't find a home for that jab. The perfect counter lands. Missing with the hook. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Nice counter shot. Do you believe this? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Mrnjavec in that last round. Talk about... And there's the bell to start round 4. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Shot lands. Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. These two were made for each other. Good counter punch. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Some fighters, they think, you know what? My chin's so hard, it's like granite. She thinks her chin is like granite. Some people's are like glass. So she needs to be careful because granite can turn to glass with just one more shot. one more. And then it's a mental thing more than anything else.
Hey, those punches add up. Beautiful counter shot. Straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? The referee takes a look, and he says, let's get it on. Let's talk about Mrdjenovich in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't...
Just breathe. Focus again.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Do you believe what we are seeing? A lot of effort being exerted here. Doesn't connect to that right hook. Swing and a miss with that hook. Misses with the straight left. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Mrdjenovich in that last round. It has not been going well for her, and you can see the corner is starting.
Just forget that round.
This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch, counter punch. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Incredible work rate. That one will count. Nice job getting that punch through. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking it down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
This this round could go and Jelena Mrnjavčević is down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
A shot from the Duds took her out. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's talk about Mrnjavčević in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You're being put down.
You will win. You are the better.
Here comes round 7. So she's back in her corner, Johnny, but you got to believe this is just a calm before the next storm. Her opponent is going to swarm her again as soon as that bell rings.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, you've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
The straight right just misses. You'd like to... Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they finish the story too early. It's like being kicked out of a club before the night's done. We want to get a full-blooded who won and who lost.